What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It is unfortunately a Monday, but it is another day of MLB DFS. So we're not going to have my camera up on the day, which you're welcome, so you don't have to see my face. But it's going really slow. It's like lagging, and I didn't want that to be a distraction from the content that you guys are about to hopefully take in and use to build your optimal lineups here. But we are going to go over a lot of things. So if you don't know what we do here, we're going to break down each pitcher and each batters that have had success against them. We have 9 games today. The picture of this video and article is Marcus Stroman. I found out that's the first game of the doubleheader, unfortunately. So looking at that, you can really only use Marcus Stroman on Fanduel. So we're not going to really break this one down much. If you play the all-day slate, you can check that out. But that's about it for that. We're going to go over some other things as well. For welcoming us back. You guys have been amazing. We are going to offer, so we do all this. We give a lot of free content, but we do have FTA Plus. We are going to offer a 20% discount for anyone who uses the promo code YouTube21. So you can go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, click on the month option, get 20% off with the promo code YouTube21. So check that out. That's going to give you a full month of content, which will lead us up to almost football season. So we're super excited about that. So yeah, YouTube21. If this video gets, let's go 25 likes on it, we will give out a Fanduel and DraftKings GPP lineup. We'll pin it in the comment section as well. So definitely make sure to go check that out. And if you want to win a free week pass, all you got to do is like the video, be a subscriber, and comment who you think's going to hit a home run, what inning they're going to hit it in, and the distance the ball traveled. The distance is just a tiebreaker in case multiple people pick the same player. So that being said, let's jump right into today's slate. So looking at the games, there are 9 games total here, 8 on the main slate, but just kind of looking at who, betting wise, who's the, favorite and stuff like that, that kind of can shape what we, building out DFS also is good if you know the Vegas line. So first game on the slate, or on the day, it's the first game of the doubleheader for the Braves at the Mets. You've got the Mets being a 162 money line favorite right now. That could change with an over-under of 6.5. Then the Nats at the Phillies. The Nats at the Phillies here, the next game. The Phillies are a 114 favorite. That's because Joe Ross is on the mound. And the Nationals just got swept by the Orioles, which is crazy. We saw Scherzer get scratched. He is, honestly, I think they'll probably be sellers at the deadline now. I mean, if you get swept by the Orioles, I think you kind of have to be sellers, right? That would be my assumption. So looking at that, definitely. But the Phillies have struggled as well. I mean, both pitchers have a 4+ ERA, where Spencer Howard comes in 0-2 record with a 5.11 ERA. So that's something to look at. Toronto Blue Jays at the Red Sox, very high over-under of 11 here. Biggest one on the slate, I believe. Yes. You got Thomas Hatch, who hasn't pitched this year. First, Nick Pivetta, 8-4, 4.37 ERA here. Toronto's actually projected to win this one by predicted score, but Boston has the money line of 126 with an over-under of 11. The Reds at the Cubs, you've got Wade Miley versus Kyle Hendricks. You've got Miley, 5.2 predicted score to 4.4, but the Cubs have a money line consensus of 127. Honestly, I could see, if you're betting, I kind of like Cincinnati money line here. 8.5 over-under. White Sox at the Royals, you've got Dallas Keuchel versus Mike Minor, 2 lefties on the mound, 4+ ERA for both. Keuchel here, 115 money line for the White Sox with a 9.5 over-under. Detroit at Minnesota, you've got Matt Manning versus Michael Pineda. The Twins are actually a 170 favorite here, which is kind of crazy because the Twins they're worse than the Tigers. The Tigers have been one of the hottest teams, which is crazy to say. but the Twins have been terrible. Twins are a 170 money line with a 10 over/under. You've got the Braves at the Mets for the second game. The Mets are the favorite at 147 money line. It's Bryce Wilson versus, as of right now, to be announced, with a 7.5 over/under. You could take this line, without the line, the Mets having a second pitcher. Take advantage of this money line, because if it's a bad pitcher, it could be in easily over 7.5, even over the first couple of innings. Rockies at the Angels. You got German Marquez versus Shohei Ohtani on the mound. The Angels somehow are 152 money line favorite here with a 7.5 over/under, but I do like I like both of these pitchers for DFS. And then the Astros at the Mariners. Astros are 175 money line consensus here with an 8.5 over/under. So that brings us to this game here. Just start breaking them down a little bit. We're not going to cover this much. I do love Stroman if you're going to play the all-day slate here on Fanduel. As of right now, DraftKings does not have the all-day slate, but we do on Fanduel. So looking at that, Stroman, 72 plate appearances, a 273 batting average against him. Love him here. The Braves have been very underwhelming lately, but it is the Mets. The Mets seem to always choke and can choke. If you're playing the all-day slate, I do like Marcus Stroman here for sure. Then we move into the second game there. We have nothing right now. Braves at the Mets. Bryce Wilson versus to be announced. Wilson's never faced any players on this team as of right now. Again, though, these will be 7-inning games, and which I don't like. I get it with everything that happened last year, but I don't think they should have kept this. Another thing I don't think they should have kept is this runner on second and extra innings. Let me know your thoughts on that. What about the runner on second with extra innings? Is that something you guys hate? Because I sure do. Stupid. But we don't have anything to go off of this right now, so moving on, we could look at, Mets stack here, just depending. Everything's got to round out. But these will be on our cheat sheet as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through every single one of these pitchers, guys. But if you want to see the pitchers we like, a handful of them that we like out of all of these, click the link down below. In the first link in this description is this article right here. So definitely make sure you go check that out. Next game is the Nationals at the Phillies. You got Joe Ross versus Spencer Howard. Joe Ross has gotten lit up against the Phillies. 79 plate appearances, only striking out 12.7% of the batters he's faced with a 357 batting average. So, digging into what Phillies bats have had success against him. And I've had these questions. People have been asking, are these the only bats you want to go off of? No. BVP is great. Let's say, for Gene Segura, he's 16 at-bats, 8 hits. So he's seen him a lot, batting 500. Real Muto, 7 for 16 with a double. I like that. McCutchen, 3 for 11 with a home run. No, but then couple that with how the batters have been doing, say, over the last week or over the last month. Then you could start to build out your player pool there. And some of these plays will be on our player pool on our cheat sheet, which, again, you can sign up using promo code YouTube21. You're going to get 20% off for a month pass. So looking at that, these are the kind of numbers where I'll be on the Phillies, but I'll be making multiple lineups. Joe Ross here, this would be a pitcher that I think is going to go very under-owned considering the numbers are terrible. And if he somehow has a good game because the Phillies have been struggling, you would be a leg up on the ownership there. Honestly, I could see being less than 5%. If you make multiple lineups, I'm saying 20-plus lineups, get Joe Ross in there, especially on a small slate like this. Flip side of that, Spencer Howard, 13 plate appearances, 300 batting average. The Nationals have been struggling. They can hit when they're on, but they have been struggling. I would be looking at Spencer Howard. Both of these pitchers for GPP, I don't mind at all, to be honest with you. Next game, the Blue Jays at the Red Sox. As of right now, it shows to be announced, but as you saw on Odds Shark, that it's going to be Thomas Hatch. And then you look at the Blue Jays numbers against Nick Pivetta, 80 plate appearances. He's only striking out 18.8% with a 371 batting average against him. So the Toronto, if you want to go with the Toronto stack, I don't mind. Looking at this, I mean, Vlad 3 for 8 with a double and a home run. Simeon, same thing, 3 for 8 with a double and a home run. Randall Grichuk 2 for 8 with 2 doubles. Bo Bichette 6 for 9 with 2 doubles and a home run. Biggio 4 for 8 with a double and 2 home runs. So yeah, I definitely don't mind a Toronto stack here. I do think this game will hit the over. I think you could stack both of these teams. I think if you're into making multiple lineups, stack both of these teams. Stack, and you could make a game stack for a full. So if you can figure out the player pool, you can figure out which Blue Jays pitchers or hitters, which Red Sox hitters you want. I honestly don't mind. I don't mind this as an entire game stack for one of your lineups. And maybe we'll build out one of those. If we get enough likes on this video, at least 25 likes, we'll build out a FanDuel and DraftKings GPP lineup. Maybe we'll build this game out. Reds at the Cubs here. Wade Miley versus Kyle Hendricks. Miley against the Cubs, 167 plate appearances, a 258 batting average. Only striking out 17.4% of the batters he's faced. I kind of a little bit concerned on that. So what Cubs bats have hit him? Well, we'll see. Rizzo 5 for 28 with 2 doubles. It's only a 179 batting average though. Bryant 8 for 18 with a double and 2 home runs. This is where you need to be cautious, guys. The trade deadline is it Thursday? When is the trade deadline? It's the 30th. I think it's the 30th, right? I think it's Friday. So the trade deadline is Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And we already saw one of the big targets leaving on Sunday, Adam Frazier to the Padres. So Bryant, I think it's about 99% true that he's going to be gone. This is something to monitor. He could get traded throughout the day. He could get traded during the game. This is where you're going to have to be a little cautious because in years past, in some of our optimal lineups, we've put players in there that get traded after lineups lock and then they're out. And that's it. And you get screwed. But he has good numbers against him. Chris Bryant, 8 for 18 with a double and 2 home runs. I mean, Javi, 4 for 19 with a double. It's a 211 batting average. Wilson Contreras, 8 for 19 with 4 doubles. That's a 421 batting average. Chirinos, 3 for 11 with 2 doubles and a triple for a catcher. So, yeah, I mean, I don't mind a Cubs stack, but I really do like Wade Miley in this one. He did face it. We broke it down a little bit. He faced them, I believe, on July 4th. Gave up 10 hits, but only had, what was it? Yeah, gave up 10 hits, but only 2 earned runs on July 4th against the Cubs. Kyle Hendricks is another one. You never know what you're going to get out of him. 203 plate appearances, striking out 23.6% of the batters he faced, a 292 batting average. When his stuff is on, he's fantastic. But if he's off just a little bit, he gets crushed. Batters who have faced him a lot and had success: Suarez, 11 for 43, 4 doubles, 2 home runs. Joey Votto, 12 for 33, 3 doubles, 3 home runs, batting 364. I mean, and either of these ballparks are fantastic for hitters. Tucker Barnhart, 13 for 45, 2 doubles. Jesse Winker, 7 for 23. 3 of those hits have been extra base hits for 2 doubles and 1 home run there. So I don't mind a red stack either against Kyle Hendricks. Moving to the next game, the Tigers at the Twins. You got Matt Manning versus Michael Pineda. Manning, 11 plate appearances, 111 batting average, striking out 27.3. That number's inflated because it's only 11 plate appearances. Flip side of that, Pineda, 84 plate appearances, a 22.6 K percentage, and a 288 batting average. So the Tigers bats that have had success against Pineda here. Miggy, 10 for 25, 3 doubles, 400 batting average. Scope, he's another one that could get traded. So this is something to pay attention to. 4 for 22, 2 doubles, 1 home run. So Candelario, there's not a lot of batters that have had success against him outside of these 2 right here that have had a combined 49 plate appearances there. So that is something to pay attention to, though. Looking at that, I don't mind a Pineda for GPP. I don't mind either of these for GPP just because Detroit, they've been hot lately, but they're still, not the best of teams. Same thing with the Twins here. The White Sox at the Royals is the next one. Dallas Keuchel versus Mike Minor. Keuchel, 120 plate appearances, a 213 batting average. I don't mind him because it is a pitcher's park, but the problem is he's not striking out a ton of batters this year. And he's got a 4+ ERA coming into this game. Mike Minor, on the other hand, 84 plate appearances, a 29.8 K percentage, only striking out, or a batting average of 222. I don't mind either of these for GPP, to be completely honest. I think a lot of people will be stacking right-handed bats from both teams. I think a lot of people will be stacking the White Sox because they're so good, and this could be one where Mike Minor could be one of those under-owned pitchers that really make a difference in your lineups when you're constructing them and building them out. So that is something to look at there. The Rockies at the Angels is the next one. Marquez versus Ohtani. I like both of these pitchers. As you see, Marquez has had success against them. 37 plate appearances, striking out 27% of the batters he's faced with a 147 batting average. Ohtani, love him. We know what stuff he has. The Rockies have been very hit or miss. I like this even more because it's not in Colorado. I like both of these pitchers. Cash or GPP, I don't mind. I do like Ohtani here. But since he's pitching, I believe you're not going to get any hitting stats out of him. So I think that's how both of the sites have been handling it. So I do like both of these pitchers. Cash or GPP really doesn't matter to me. And especially on a slate like this with only 9 games or 8 on the main, there's not much to go off of there. Then you got the Astros at the Mariners. Luis Garcia versus, as of right now, to be announced. But did someone have a pitcher here? Darren McCahan, maybe. But it might be a bullpen game for the Mariners. So that is definitely something to look at. Astros are always in play to be a stack. Mariners could be your under-the-radar type stack against Garcia. But there's just other options out there today. So that is a breakdown of all of the pitchers on the slate. If you want to see why we like the pitchers we do, click the link down below, which will take you to this article right here. Again, if this video gets 25 likes, we will throw out a Fanduel and DraftKings GPP lineup. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, down below. If you go to fantasyteamadvisors.com, you click on FTA Plus, that'll take you here. Get a day pass, a week pass, or a month pass. If you use promo code YouTube21, you're going to get 20% off a month, which pretty damn good deal considering a week pass there. So any questions, let me know. Let me know how you did this weekend. And don't forget, if you want to win a free week, all you got to do is do the home run contest by telling me who's going to hit home run, what inning, and the distance the ball traveled. Good luck today. And at the end of this video, I will link the 2 NFL videos that we're starting, and I will be recording another one today on the Los Angeles Chargers. Good luck, guys, and as always, bring home that bacon. Peace.